Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
We go side. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Watch the run. Watch that.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell.
Get there.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback and no.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Darnold completes to Bell. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, here's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On fourth down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. And he's got his man. That's Landry. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Hey, alert! Check. Watch 54.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of
and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Darnold. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. Nifty move. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 1st time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming.
Montgomery looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll score. Touchdown, Brown.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown right there.
Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That keeps the score of Browns 13. Jets, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Let's go. Check 52.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
6-man. Check curl.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And a little floater there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Landry now on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
180. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 9. Hey, alert. Check.
Hey, seam 6. Point it right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Runs through the contact. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Crash. Here we go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now it's Darnold, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, check. Bravo.
53 is the...
Here we go.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Run.
54. Check tight end.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target for the Browns. Good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Scan situation. Let's go. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
Pistol.
Fresno.
Throwing, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. I hope you
Mayfield to throw it. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Let's go.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Set. 180. Hey, alert. Hey, alert 30.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Landry, the intended target. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They find some open field here. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
What's that?
Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
You lady.
3 buzz. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
On second down, it's Adams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Nice.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Regular.
I'm scared. Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
53's Mike. Double dog. That's it.
Darnold now to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now Darnold keeps it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here goes Hut.
40's Mike. No chance.
Red 80.
Strong right.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, this is Adams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Darnold. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Buzz.
It's going to be a long time.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Set, 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Coming.
What's that?
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And again, it's Chubb. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
Let's go.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs him.
180.
Hey, watch the slant. Check.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Smoke.
Mayfield now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Check, check. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike, 40's the Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, 40's the right there.
On first down, Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Get that ball. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Hey, tighten down. There he is.
To throw is Darnold. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
All day, baby.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line.
Set. 180.
Mike, I got you. Slam.
Hey, alert.
A run for Nick Chubb.
It's running.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Here we go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2.